Greetings, my esteemed ladies and gents. It's your debonair host, Alexander, swooping in to jazz up your day with the lowdown from the swanky world of Witworks. Hope y'all are riding high on those primo vibes on this absolutely splendid day. Now let's dive headfirst into today's juiciest saga. Top 10 Revolutionary Inventions That Changed History. Introduction. In the grand symphony of human progress, certain inventions stand out as game changers, orchestrating a melody of innovation that reverberates through the corridors of time. Join us on a whimsical journey as we unveil the top 10 revolutionary inventions that changed history. From gadgets that shaped the modern world to gizmos that made our ancestors do a double take, these inventions have left an indelible mark on the canvas of human existence. 1. The wheel, rolling into the future. Picture yourself in the days of yore, where dragging heavy loads across uneven terrain was as fashionable as a woolly mammoth at a summer picnic. Enter the unsung hero of antiquity, the wheel, the OG trailblazer that transformed the daily grind into a ride fit for a chariot. Buckle up, dear readers, as we embark on a joyous jaunt through the wheel's illustrious journey from the dusty annals of history to the smooth asphalt of modernity. Now, let's be real. The wheel wasn't just a nifty gadget, it was the trendsetter of its time, the Elon Musk of ancient innovations, if you will. Before the wheel, getting from point X to point Y was a Herculean feat, akin to trying to parallel park a woolly mammoth. Enter our protagonist, the humble wheel, making its debut like the rock star of revolutions, ready to turn the mundane into the extraordinary. Transportation and logistics owe a debt of gratitude to this game changer. It wasn't just about rolling a circular contraption. It was about upgrading humanity's commute from tortoise paste to a hare's dash, trading in the dragging of heavy loads for the smooth, effortless glide of a well-oiled wheel. Our ancestors must have felt like they'd upgraded from the Stone Age to the Autobahn. Now, let's address the elephant in the room, or perhaps the mammoth. Is a wheel just a round thingamajig? Well, my friends, that's like saying a hot dog is just a sandwich. The wheel was no ordinary circle. It was the VIP pass to a transportation revolution. Picture this, cavemen high-fiving each other as they rolled their belongings on wheels, realizing they had just invented the ancient version of luggage with wheels. If that's not genius, I don't know what is. Fast forward to the present day, and the wheel's legacy is alive and well, gracing everything from bicycles to Ferris wheels. It's the unsung hero of convenience, the silent partner in every commute, and the reason why your grocery shopping doesn't feel like an Olympic weightlifting event. So, the next time you cruise down the highway or spin your desk chair like a kid in a candy store, tip your metaphorical hat to the OG wheel. It took us from dragging rocks to driving cars, proving that sometimes a simple revolution is all it takes to roll us into the future. Keep on spinning, you magnificent wheel, and may your legacy continue to turn heads and wheels for centuries to come. 2. Printing press. Putting words on the fast track. Prepare for a jaunt through literary history, my dear bookish companions, as we unfurl the tale of Gutenberg's printing press. This wasn't just a machine. It was a literary revolution that hit the scene like a caffeinated Shakespeare quill. Johannes Gutenberg, the unsung hero of ink and imagination, didn't just give us a contraption. He gifted the world a literary roller coaster on steroids. Before Gutenberg, getting your hands on a book was like finding a needle in a haystack, rare, tedious, and probably not worth the effort. Enter the printing press, the literary superhero that turned the world of books into a bustling marketplace. It was the Taylor Swift of the 15th century, shaking off the shackles of handwritten tomes and introducing a new era of literary swiftness. Mass production was the press's pièce de résistance, transforming the intellectual landscape faster than you can say, Harry Potter Marathon. Suddenly, knowledge wasn't an exclusive club with a VIP entrance fee. It was a bustling, egalitarian carnival open to all. The printing press turned everyone into a potential scholar, flipping the script on who could access the wisdom tucked away in ink-stained pages. And let's not forget bedtime stories. those whispered wonders that lulled us to sleep like a literary lullaby. Gutenberg's invention wasn't just for the intellectuals, it was for parents too tired to be human encyclopedias. Bedtime became a literary extravaganza as moms and dads, armed with printed tales, turned storytelling into a nightly performance that rivaled Broadway. Fast forward to today, and the echoes of the printing press are audible in every Kindle click and audiobook stream. It's the reason your book club isn't stuck debating the nuances of the town crier's latest scroll. The printing press didn't just put words on paper, it put literature on the fast track, hurtling us from the dark ages of book scarcity to the well-lit libraries of today. So, the next time you're curled up with a novel or charming your little ones with a bedtime tale, tip your imaginary hat to Johannes Gutenberg and his literary powerhouse. It wasn't just a machine, it was the Elon Musk of its time, propelling words onto the fast track and ensuring that knowledge became the ultimate bestseller. 3. Steam engine. Choo-chooing into industrial might. Strap on your conductor's hat, my industrious comrades, because we're about to dive into the riveting saga of the steam engine, a powerhouse that didn't just choo-choo, it catapulted humanity into the throes of the Industrial Revolution faster than you can say all aboard at Grand Central Station. The steam engine was more than a mechanical marvel. It was the Steve Jobs of its time, revolutionizing the world like a locomotive on steroids. Picture this, a world once fueled by the sweat of brow, now propelled by the rhythmic clatter of wheels and the hiss of steam. The steam engine wasn't just a transportation upgrade, it was the industrial heartbeat that turned Earth into one massive, churning factory. If the world were a giant cake, the steam engine was the whisk, blending together progress, innovation, and a dash of sooty charm. Before the steam engine flexed its mechanical muscles, progress was at a leisurely pace, like a tortoise with a particularly relaxed outlook on life. But enter our protagonist, billowing steam and pistons pumping, and suddenly we went from leisurely strolls to a full-on sprint into the future. The Industrial Revolution wasn't just a period, it was a steam-powered roller coaster of innovation, with the steam engine as the charismatic conductor yelling, "Faster! Faster!" The rhythmic clatter of wheels and the hiss of steam became the soundtrack to a new era, drowning out the quaint melodies of horse-drawn carriages. Cities expanded, factories mushroomed, and progress barreled forward like a runaway locomotive. If the steam engine were a superhero, it would be the Flash, leaving the world in a state of awe and a trail of industrial marvels in its wake. Fast forward to today, and the echoes of the steam engine reverberate in every chug of a modern locomotive and every hum of a factory floor. It's the reason your Amazon package can traverse the country faster than you can say, same-day delivery. The steam engine didn't just choo-choo, it orchestrated a symphony of progress that transformed the world into a giant clanking marvel. So, the next time you board a train or marvel at the efficiency of modern manufacturing, tip your hat to the steam engine. It wasn't just a mode of transportation. It was the roaring engine of progress, choo-chooing us into an era of innovation that continues to shape our industrial landscape. 4. Electricity, powering up the world. Let's take a stroll down the electrifying memory lane, my bright companions, to a time when Edison, Tesla, and a spark of genius collaborated to turn the world into a metaphorical light bulb. The birth of electricity was more than a light bulb moment. It was a symphony of innovation that not only lit up our lives but also threw darkness into the retirement home of outdated inconveniences. Enter Thomas Edison and Nikola Tesla, the dynamic duo of electrical wizardry, like Batman and Robin, but with more volts and fewer capes. Picture them in a lab, Edison with his iconic mustache and Tesla with an air of mysterious brilliance, concocting a concoction that would soon jolt the world out of the age of candlelit romanticism. Electricity wasn't just a technological leap, it was a cosmic switch flipping on, banishing darkness like a superhero vanquishing villains. Suddenly, the world was aglow with light bulbs, turning night into day with the flick of a switch. If the world were a theater, electricity was the spotlight, and we were all thrust into the starring role of our own well-lit dramas. From the glow of the first light bulb to the hum of your smartphone, electricity became the power player in the symphony of modern life. It wasn't just about banishing the darkness, it was about illuminating possibilities. Edison and Tesla, the dynamic duo, had given us the ultimate backstage pass to the greatest show on Earth, starring us and our electrically charged gadgets. Think about it. No more stumbling in the dark. No more relying on the unreliable glow of candles. Thanks to electricity, darkness became a thing of the past, like dial-up internet or poodle skirts. The world was now a 24/7 playground of light, with every corner illuminated by the magic of electrons doing their electric boogaloo. Fast forward to today, and the echoes of Edison and Tesla's genius reverberate in every LED light, every charging cable, and every sci-fi-worthy gadget. It's the reason your home is brighter than a rock concert, and your smartphone is more powerful than a spaceship from the future. Electricity didn't just power up our world, it turned us all into magicians, conjuring light and energy with the flip of a switch. 5. Internet. Connecting minds, one click at a time. Fasten your seatbelts, digital denizens, for we are about to embark on a journey through the ethereal wonderland known as the Internet. A realm where snail mail is as antiquated as a rotary phone in the age of smartphones. This interconnected marvel didn't just change the way we communicate, it transformed the world into a digital carnival where memes reign supreme and cat videos are the currency of the realm. Gone are the days of patiently waiting for the postman to deliver your handwritten letter like a medieval scribe on horseback. Enter the Internet, the cosmic postman who delivers messages faster than you can say, "You've got mail." Communication went from a leisurely stroll to a lightning-speed sprint, making the Pony Express look like a Sunday afternoon carriage ride. But the Internet wasn't content with being just a messenger. It had grander plans. It turned the world into a digital playground, where ideas swing from browser tabs like monkeys in the virtual jungle. Memes, those quirky nuggets of humor, became the hieroglyphics of the Internet, a universal language transcending borders and transcending linguistic barriers. If laughter is the best medicine, the Internet is the global pharmacy, dispensing memes to cure the ills of boredom. Picture the Internet as the ultimate party host, throwing a 24/7 bash where everyone's invited, and the only dress code is a willingness to click. Social media platforms became the dance floors, and viral trends became the latest crazes. It was like Woodstock, but with fewer mud-soaked hippies and more keyboard warriors sharing hot takes. Now, who needs a carrier pigeon when you can send a tweet that zips across the digital landscape like a virtual ninja? The Internet didn't just connect minds, it intertwined them in a cosmic dance of data where thoughts could be shared at the speed of thought itself. It's the reason your inbox is flooded with newsletters, your social media is a mosaic of memes, and your grandma is probably binge-watching cat videos on YouTube. So, the next time you fire off a tweet or share a hilarious meme, tip your virtual hat to the Internet. It didn't just connect minds, it created a digital utopia where laughter echoes through the fiber optic cables, and the world is just one click away. 6. Antibiotics. Healing heroes in microscopic armor. Get ready for a microscopic Marvel extravaganza, dear readers, as we delve into the world of antibiotics, a squad of healing heroes donning microscopic armor, ready to take down the nefarious villains of deadly diseases? Cue the dramatic music, because antibiotics didn't just revolutionize medicine, they turned once lethal illnesses into mere inconveniences, and penicillin emerged as the unsung hero, donning the cape and mask, saving lives one prescription at a time. Picture this, a world where infections weren't just pesky inconveniences but potential life sentences. Enter antibiotics, the Avengers of the medical universe sweeping in to save the day. They're like the SWAT team of the microscopic world, storming in to neutralize bacterial bad guys with surgical precision. Penicillin, our stalwart hero, was discovered by Alexander Fleming in what I can only imagine was a eureka moment that rivaled the discovery of fire or the invention of pizza. Suddenly, bacterial infections weren't the terrifying behemoths they once were. They were mere mortals cowering before the mighty penicillin sword. Before antibiotics, infections were like the uninvited guests that overstayed their welcome at the body's party, leading to ailments that were as serious as a heart attack. literally. But with the introduction of antibiotics, the body's immune system got a much-needed superhero sidekick, and suddenly, ailments that were once a death sentence became as manageable as a Monday morning. Penicillin, our microbial avenger, went from being a chance discovery to a medical legend. It's the reason we don't keel over from a mere paper cut, and a simple bacterial infection isn't the prelude to a tragic ending. Antibiotics turned medicine into a superhero comic, where the good guys always triumphed over the microscopic evildoers. Fast forward to today, and antibiotics are the guardians of our well-being, standing vigilant against bacterial foes. They're the reason you can pop a pill and bid farewell to that pesky ear infection or that insistent cough. So, the next time you're prescribed antibiotics, give a nod to penicillin and its microscopic comrades. They didn't just revolutionize medicine. They turned the battlefield against bacteria into a microscopic Marvel saga where the good guys prevail and health emerges victorious. 7. Airplane. Soaring to new heights. Ladies and gentlemen, fasten your seatbelts as we soar into the skies of history, courtesy of the magnificent invention that is the airplane. A round of applause, please, for the Wright brothers, the visionaries who not only took flight themselves, but also catapulted humanity from the shackles of gravity, turning continents into cozy neighbors. Now, if only they could have done something about jet lag, our only grumble in this otherwise remarkable journey through the clouds. Picture the Wright brothers, Orville and Wilbur, as the dynamic duo of the aero world, armed with dreams, determination, and a couple of wings. Their first flight at Kitty Hawk was the aviation equivalent of Neil Armstrong's moonwalk, except with fewer moon rocks and more splinters from a wooden airplane. The airplane wasn't just a mode of transportation, it was a cosmic key that unlocked the vastness of our planet. Suddenly, distances shrank, and once distant lands became as accessible as the local grocery store. The world transformed into a global village, and passports became our tickets to an international meet and greet. Now, let's talk about the only downside of this airborne revolution: jet lag. It's the traveler's nemesis, the unwelcome sidekick accompanying us across time zones. The Wright brothers, with all their ingenuity, unfortunately left us with this pesky side effect of globetrotting. It's like they handed us the keys to the skies, but forgot to include an instruction manual on how to reset our internal clocks. Imagine the conversations the Wright brothers would have had if they were alive today. Hey guys, we've conquered the skies, made the world smaller, but darn it, people are still complaining about jet lag. Cue the collective facepalm. Fast forward to today, and air travel is as commonplace as a morning cup of coffee. We jet across oceans like it's a casual stroll in the park, and jet lag has become the battle scar of the modern globetrotter. So, the next time you board a plane and zip across time zones, take a moment to thank the Wright brothers for turning the dream of flight into a reality. And if you find yourself battling jet lag, just remember, it's a small price to pay for the privilege of soaring to new heights. 8. Refrigeration. Cool inventions for hot times. Get ready to chill out, my frosty friends, as we journey into the Arctic wonderland that is refrigeration, a cool invention that revolutionized our lives, bidding farewell to the era of spoiled milk and ushering in the age of ice cream on demand. It's the unsung hero in our kitchens, bringing the chill factor to our lives and ensuring that our food stays fresh and our beverages maintain a frosty demeanor. Refrigeration is like the wizard behind the curtain, quietly weaving its magic to keep our groceries from turning into a science experiment. Before this cool contraption waltzed into our lives, keeping food fresh required a delicate dance of ice boxes and hope. Enter refrigeration, the maestro of the temperature tango, turning our kitchens into climate-controlled symphonies. Imagine a world where your milk sours faster than a teenager's mood. Enter refrigeration, swooping in like a superhero in a cape made of icicles, preserving the freshness of dairy and ensuring that your morning cereal remains a delightful experience, not a sour surprise. And let's not forget the star of the frozen show, ice cream. Before refrigeration, indulging in this frozen delight required the speed of a Formula One pit stop. Now, With a flick of the freezer door, you can have ice cream on demand, turning your midnight cravings into a frosty fiesta. Refrigeration didn't just bring the chill to our kitchens, it transformed the way we approach food storage. It's like having a personal winter wonderland right next to the broccoli and the leftover pizza. No more praying to the food gods that your veggies survive the week. Refrigeration is the guardian angel, extending the lifespan of your groceries with a cool, calculated efficiency. Fast forward to today, and refrigeration is as integral to our daily lives as checking our smartphones for the weather forecast. It's the reason your lettuce stays crisp, your drinks stay refreshing, and your ice cream remains a delightful escape from reality. So, the next time you open your refrigerator door and feel that blast of cold air, tip your hat to refrigeration. It's the unsung hero, the cool cat in the kitchen, ensuring that hot times stay cool and our culinary adventures remain fresh as a crisp head of lettuce. 9. Penicillin, fighting microscopic battles with a moldy ally. Let's take a journey into the microscopic realm where battles against infections are fought with a moldy ally named penicillin. Picture Alexander Fleming as the accidental hero stumbling upon this moldy marvel, and suddenly, infections found themselves facing an opponent they couldn't outwit. It's the story of a happy accident that paved the way for a healthier, mold-free world. Imagine Alexander Fleming in his laboratory, surrounded by Petri dishes and the occasional beaker bubbling over like a particularly enthusiastic science experiment. In this alchemist's den, a fortuitous mold, penicillin, decided to make its grand entrance, changing the course of medical history like a microscopic superhero donning a cape made of spores. Penicillin, the moldy maestro, became the unsung hero in the war against infections. Before this accidental discovery, infections were the unruly guests overstaying their welcome, wreaking havoc with no regard for common courtesy. Enter penicillin, the unexpected bouncer at the microbial nightclub, showing infections to the metaphorical door with a firm yet moldy hand. Fleming's revelation wasn't just a breakthrough, it was a revolution in medicine. It's like he stumbled upon the superhero serum for the common cold, turning what was once a perilous encounter with bacteria into a manageable inconvenience. Infections, once the untamed beasts of the microbial kingdom, suddenly found themselves facing a formidable foe in the form of a humble mold. Now, let's talk about the moldy ally's impact on our collective well-being. Penicillin turned the tide against infections so effectively that it became the go-to remedy for a variety of ailments. It's like discovering that your trusty umbrella is also a shield against microscopic rain. Fast forward to today, and penicillin remains a stalwart ally in the medical arsenal, fighting microscopic battles and keeping infections at bay. It's the reason your sore throat doesn't evolve into a full-blown microbial rebellion and why a pesky cut doesn't lead to a dramatic infection saga. So the next time you pop an antibiotic, tip your imaginary hat to Alexander Fleming and his moldy ally penicillin. It wasn't just a chance discovery. It was the moldy superhero that changed the narrative of infections, turning what was once a perilous battlefield into a manageable skirmish in the ongoing war against microscopic invaders. 10. GPS, navigating life with a virtual co-pilot. Buckle up, navigators of the modern era, because we're about to embark on a journey through the revolutionary landscape of GPS, the unsung hero that turned the once dreaded phrase, "Are we there yet?" into a relic of the past. Forget about paper maps and vague hand gestures. With GPS as our virtual co-pilot, we've become the masters of our own destinies, navigating life's twists and turns with the confidence of a seasoned explorer. Picture this: you, behind the wheel, armed not with a tattered road atlas, but with the soothing voice of your digital co-pilot guiding you turn by turn. GPS transformed navigating from a potentially relationship-straining activity. Let's not talk about the infamous wrong turn arguments into a seamless experience where getting lost is as archaic as a rotary phone. Getting lost is so last century, darling. With GPS, we've banished the era of U-turns induced by stubborn maps and made wrong turns a thing of folklore. No more relying on the sun's position or asking the local flora for directions. GPS is the technological oracle that knows where you are, where you need to be, and the fastest route to get there, all without judging you for that questionable shortcut. And let's not forget the soothing voice of our digital co-pilot, calmly announcing, "In 500 feet, turn left." It's like having a personal life coach who not only knows the way to your destination, but does so with an unwavering optimism that makes you believe you can conquer anything, even parallel parking on a busy street. GPS has not only made getting from point X to point Y a breeze, but has also empowered us to explore uncharted territories without the fear of turning our weekend road trip into a scene from a Lost in the Wilderness survival movie. Fast forward to today, and GPS is the reason you confidently navigate the concrete jungles and suburban mazes alike. It's the digital wizardry that has made the lost traveler a rare species, and the paper map a nostalgic relic relegated to dusty bookshelves. So, the next time you reach your destination without breaking a sweat, tip your imaginary hat to GPS, your virtual co-pilot and the unsung hero of modern navigation. It didn't just make maps obsolete, it turned us all into fearless explorers of the open road. Conclusion. And there you have it, a dazzling array of inventions that turned the tides of history. These revolutionary marvels didn't just change the game, they invented the game, inviting humanity to play along. As we marvel at the wonders of the past, one can't help but wonder what groundbreaking innovations the future holds. Here's to the inventors, the dreamers, and the relentless pursuit of progress. May the next revolutionary invention be as game-changing as these 10 trailblazers. Over here at Whitwork Studios, we're all about soaking in the love and loyalty of savvy cats like yourselves. If you're into the whole red carpet treatment, unlimited access to our snazziest podcasts, and want to be the flag bearer for our artistic shenanigans, why not mosey on down to our VIP subscribers club? You've got the smarts, no need for a GPS too. A million thanks, and may your day keep on rocking and rolling, my fine compadres. Catch you on the flip side, cheers.